from an analytics standpoint and
Yes.
better leveraging data. So, and I think this crew brings a ton to the table from that perspective, and it was one of the things that really attracted me to that. In that the parts environment within the automotive universe tends to be an underinvested area, particularly when it comes to thinking about it from a scientific standpoint. Ron listed off a couple of areas of frustration of what happens when you don't have the part on the shelf. Even worse, if it is when you have the part on the shelf, but you have it on the wrong shelf and nobody can find it. You've got it sitting there and you still pay a premium to go get it somewhere else, or even worse, you lose the sale. So I think it is completely underestimated the impact of having a lack of database accuracy of what it impacts on the profitability of the departments that the parts department supports.
Totally.
So data analytics and being able to leverage the DART system and the science behind what these guys do and apply that into our industry. Ron mentioned, the trying to be kind, the fact that there's room for improvement with the dealer management systems. And again, parts is not necessarily the area primarily that everybody's focused on. It's more about service tickets and selling vehicles. So this will put people in a position, especially as they have to be more dialed in with a similar level of investment to satisfy two entirely different segments of vehicles. That inventory accuracy or lack thereof will exponentially get worse if we don't provide a solution. And I think not just from a process improvement of making the inventory experience go better, we're teaching them how to not just be cramming for the test once a year, but to build practices in place and a cycle count discipline all through the year, that database accuracy doesn't hit its peak right before an annual event. It stays at its peak all year round, and that will translate into huge performance improvements out of the production environment.